Hey guys, this is a sweaty, twisty little half-hour rinse from the Maldives to wherever you are now. Stand at the top of your mat nice and tall, take a few deep breaths just to settle and to come into your body. On an inhalation, take your arms out and up. And as you exhale, fold forwards. You can soften those knees as much as you need to. Flat back as you inhale. As you exhale, step your right foot back, lowering the right knee. Inhale, take your arms out to the side and up. And exhale, take your hands to the ground. Send the left knee back to the right for Anahatasana. Stretch your arms out in front like a big cat stretching in the jungle. And draw the hands in towards you. Take your left hand back behind you, right hand forwards and up. Exhale, down. Switch sides, left arm up and back. Exhale, down. Hands out in front, lift the knees, lower yourself to the ground. Inhale to cobra pose. Exhale to downward facing dog. Pressing the palms firmly into the earth, right leg rises. Exhale, right foot through between your hands. Lower the left knee. Inhale, take your right hand forwards, up, back. Exhale, right hand down, turn to left for skandasana, lunging into that left leg. Inhale, turn to face the front, step forwards, eventually lowering that left foot, and exhale, folds into yourself. Inhale, take the arms out and up, standing nice and tall, and exhale, fold all the way forwards. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back, lower the left knee to the ground. Inhale, your arms out and up. Lift with gaze if that feels nice. Exhale, hands down. Anahatasana. Lengthen the arms out. On an inhalation, bring the hands back. Lean back. Send the left hand forwards, up and back. Inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, right hand forwards and up. Exhale, down. Inhale, hands out in front. Lift your knees and lower as you exhale. Inhale to a cobra pose. Plant the palms firmly. Exhale to a downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, left foot through. Lower the right knee. Inhale, the left arm sweeps forwards, up and back, big circle. Exhale, turn to the right, skandasana. Inhale, turn to the left, step forwards, letting that right leg lift a little. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, arms out and up, lengthen, reach, get tall, lean back. And exhale, dive forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot slowly, eventually steps back. Inhale to a crescent lunge. The arms lift out and up. And exhale, hands to ground. Inhale, left leg rises, three-legged. Exhale, squeeze left knee to left tricep. Inhale to a high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale to an upward facing, and exhale using core strength, press back to downward facing. Right leg rises, bend your right knee and roll the hip open, and just lengthen out a little through that right side before stepping forwards. Big circle with that right arm. Skandasana to the left. Inhale, turn to face the right foot, step forwards. Little standing split to linger there. And exhale, lower that left foot. Inhale, take a flat back. And exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale the arms out and up. A little cracking of the heart open, and exhale, dive forwards. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back. Inhale, arms rise, crescent. Exhale, hands to ground, three-legged dog, your right leg rises. Exhale, squeeze right knee to right tricep. As you inhale, step the right foot back through in a high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale to an upward facing, drink it in and slowly back back to downward facing. Left leg rises on the inhalation, bend the left knee, roll open. Instead of letting the foot drop down, just lengthen through the left side and then step the left foot through. Keep the right knee lifted. Big circle with that left arm. Exhale, turn to your right, Skandasana, lunging. Now turn to face left foot, step forwards, linger in a standing split. And exhale, right leg lowers. Flat back as you inhale and eventually folding forwards, exhale. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands right down through center as you stand for a moment to feel quality of your breath, sensations, and bend the knees, chair pose, cactus arms. Exhale, take the hands back behind you and fold forwards, little shoulder rinse. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot steps back. Inhale, arms rise. Squeeze your left leg straight. Exhale, come back to crescent. Inhale, arms lift, lean back a little. Exhale, hands to ground. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, squeeze left knee to the right tricep. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, squeeze left knee slowly to the left tricep. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale to an upward facing, kissing the shoulder blades together, and exhale, downward facing. Right leg rises, bend your right knee, roll that right hip open. This time, flipping it out a little. Give yourself a side bend or a back bend, whatever feels good. Flip it back around, squeezing right knee to the center. Big circle with that right arm as you inhale. Exhale to Skandasana, left side. See if you can keep your arms lifted, any variation. Inhale, turn to face the right foot, step forwards. Keep that left knee lifted as you stand tall. Take your arms up, squeeze the left leg straight out in front of you. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, bend the left knee and come to stand. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Inhale, cactus arms, open the chest. Exhale, fold forwards, interlace the hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, left foot steps back. Inhale, come towards crescent, but squeeze the right leg straight, palms touch. Exhale, bend your right knee to crescent. Inhale, arms rise, lean back. Exhale, hands to ground, three-legged dogs. Your right leg rises. Exhale, squeeze right knee to that left tricep. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, squeeze right knee, right tricep. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to upward facing or any back bend variation there. And exhale, back to downward facing. Left leg rises, bend your left knee, stay there, or flip that out to set the left foot back behind you. Do what feels good, breathe. And squeeze that left knee, step the left foot through, big circle. As you inhale, take your left arm back, and exhale, Skandasana to the right, maybe keeping the arms lifted. Exhale, turn to face that left foot and step forwards, but keep your right leg lifted. Squeeze that right leg out in front of you. Maybe have a little fall, wobble. Inhale, bend the knees into Utkatasana, and exhale, fold on forwards into yourself. Have a breath. Take a flat back as you inhale. Walk your feet out, turn your toes out, and come into Malasana yogic squat. Elbows into the inner knees, knees into inner elbows. A generous breath here to feel whatever you feel, wherever you feel it. And take the hands out in front of you. Prepping for a little crow pose. Hands are shoulder distance. Bring the knees up in towards the underarms. Squeeze the abdomen. Lift one foot, then the other perhaps. And then lower that right foot to center left. Leg back into half moon. Perhaps lifting the left arm up. Radiating from your center out. Either stay there or take Chapasana. Left hand to left ankle. Breathe easy. And eventually step right back into a side angle. You can take your right hand to the inner or the outer edge of that right foot, or keep the right forearm on the right thigh. And then if binding is in your practice, bind, but go easy, breathe deeply. Skandasana. Turn to the right, place your hands, step back to a high plank, lower chaturanga, to high plank as you inhale, to side plank as you exhale. Any variations of side plank, be expressive. Eventually step that left foot back behind you. And a wild thing, open the chest, breathe easy. Flip it back around and squeeze your left knee to your left tricep, to your right tricep, and then land that left foot out to the right side for a full-in triangle. A few breaths. Whoop, squeeze left knee, left tricep, back to high plank, lower chaturanga, upward facing and downward facing. A few breaths to ground and center. And then either stay there in down dog, breathing. Try a few little bunny hops by stepping your feet a little closer towards the hands, and it feels like the earth is shaking right now. Yeah, step forwards and fold forwards. Just feeling the nature of the energy running through, the quality of your breath. Take a flat back as you inhale, and as you exhale, squat down into Malasana. Ease the tailbone down, lengthen into the crown. And then placing the hands again, shoulder distance, lifting the sit bones. Bring your knees up in towards your underarms, like you're creating shelf for your knees with the triceps. And then lean forwards, look forwards. Maybe lift one foot, then the other, and then eventually lowering the left foot to the ground for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Drawing the lower abdominal muscles inside, waist in, and from your center extending out into every different direction. And stay there, or Chapasana, right hand to right ankle. And then as gracefully, or not, as you can, step back into side angle. It doesn't always look or feel graceful for me. And any arm variations, half binds, full binds. Just make sure you're in a place where you can be long through both side waist and you can breathe. And on an exhalation, turn to your right, Skandasana. Inhale, turn to face the front, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, side plank, left hand to center. And float your heels to the left and extend the right arm up, and either stay there or express in any way you feel to. Option to step the right foot back, wild thing. And then flip it around and squeeze your right knee to your left tricep, and eventually a full-in triangle, placing that right foot to the outer edge, even off the mat. Get long through that left side waist, and eventually look down, place the left hand to the ground, and squeeze right knee, right tricep, high plank as you inhale. Exhale, lower chaturanga. And inhale, it's upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. A little refuge to breathe, to feel the earth under hand, underfoot. And eventually to come down onto your knees. Let the shoulders soften, let the breath soften. Feel the steadiness of the earth underneath. And eventually come on up, take your left hand back behind you again, right hand forwards, up and back. And either stay there or take your right hand behind the head to open the chest. And eventually come down on an exhalation and switch sides. And lowering down. An option is always to stay kneeling, breathing. to come up into Ustrasana. So take your hands back behind you, fingertips point down, and using strength of core, lean back, take hands to heels, trying to keep the hips fairly lined up or stacked over the knees. And come out safely using core, sit back onto your heels. Feel what you feel. Let the jaw soften. Let your tongue soften. Just be present to the sensations. And take one hand onto your heart and your other hand onto your abdomen. You can choose to stay there or come up into a downward facing dog. Right leg rises as you inhale. Exhale, bring it through into a pigeon pose. So try squaring up those hips, squeezing the inner thighs towards each other, and then you can stay up and feel nice to really open the chest, or eventually crawl yourself forwards. This would be a really nice time to begin to lengthen the exhalation, so that if you're breathing into the count of 3 or 4, you might start to exhale for 6 or 8. And you can stay there or take a little twist. You lift the chest a little bit. Take your right elbow into the inner left foot, palms to prayer, and lengthen through the spine as you inhale, a little twist as you exhale. As you inhale, eventually come up, gaze over that right shoulder, and swing your left leg through. Take the right knee back, left elbow to left inner leg, and right arm up and over. Breathe generously into your right side. Stay long through both side waists, not just the right side. Slowly come up. This is where the magic is. So just take a moment at the top just to feel, to be present to the sensations. And eventually squaring the hips forwards, taking a little Savasana, hands out in front, lower abdominal muscles in, lower back in, lean forwards, cross your ankles. You could step or jump back, take a little vinyasa, or simply meet back in downward facing dog. The left leg rises as you inhale. Exhale, the left foot comes through to prepare for pigeon, pointing the right toe straight back. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale, and then again either stay there or begin to fold forwards. Once again, dropping into those longer exhalations. You might even start to notice a sweet little pause at the base of your out breath. Just staying there, lifting a little bit to twist to the right. So you take your left elbow into the inner foot and the palms together. And come on up, turn to your left. And eventually swing the right leg through and forwards. Left knee towards the back of your mat, left arm up and over. Keep that right foot active just to lengthen the right hamstring. And cut the right thigh up and towards the right hip flexor. Sweet and easy breaths. Paying particular attention to the the sensations in left side, and then slowly come up and just witness sensations and energy move, dissolve, change. And eventually squaring the hips forwards and lying yourself down, placing the feet to about hip distance and parallel, palms flat. And press into the feet. You inhale, lift up, wriggle your shoulders underneath, interlace the hands, Setu Bandhasana. And as you press the feet and the outer edges of hands and arms into the earth, ease the chest towards the chin. And slowly come down. Supta Baddha Konasana. I like to rest on the interlaced hands here. It feels like a nice rinse, opening for the shoulders. And eventually replace the feet, Setu Bandhasana, release the hands. Take one more Setu Bandhasana if you feel to, or if you're feeling like me here, just a little rinse for the lower back, taking the knees from one side to the other. And letting your breath start to really soften. Rest. I feel like you get to that point now with your breathing that there's no effort, it's all ease, it's a natural abdominal breath. Finish off here with a little happy baby. From happy baby, if you're feeling spacious, squeeze your legs out straight. And then eventually rest into Savasana. Breath so soft, so relaxed. It feels like you're just being breathed. Just trust here that stillness will process whatever needs to be processed from that practice. Stay in Savasana as long as you feel to. Eventually, when you feel to, you'll know when it's time to stir. And eventually rise, sit tall, and have a moment just to feel the nature of the energy running through. The effects of the practice on the body, on the mind, on the energetic body. You maintain your awareness of that inner space, that listening, that observing. And also start to notice the sounds around you, as if you're listening from that inner space. So if you can take this presence inner observation as well as an outer observation with you into the rest of your day.